Hey guys, welcome back to this week's AMA, and a special welcome to the new 900,000 holders.
It's crazy.
That we've gained in the last week.
1.3 million holders right now.
Yeah, if you're new around here, I'll jump in a little bit and John can explain the rest. The weekly AMA is to fill you guys in on what we've been going through, what's been going on, the latest news, all the latest movements, and to answer a couple of your guys' questions.
I'm John Caroni. I'm the CEO of Safemoon.
I'm Jack Haynes, the COO of Safemoon.
All right, so what we're going to cover today, right now, is we're going to talk about exchanges. We're going to talk about cryptonomics. We're going to run through the Safemoon exchange, followed by a Q&A, followed by our last news segment that we're going to be bringing to you called What the FUD, where we'll be addressing some of the FUD.
Yes.
All right, since the last AMA, what have we done? I mean, these last 72, 48 hours have been absolutely crazy for us.
Yeah, I mean, 4 new exchanges, about to be 5, and then about to be
a
couple more, but so far 4 new exchanges in the last 48 hours.
I think that's some kind of world record.
I actually think it might be.
Yeah.
We'll challenge it, but...
Yeah. We did 900,000 new holders, roughly.
Yes, we did, yeah, which is
1.3 million people.
Welcome to the community.
100%. We hit a $4 billion market cap.
Which is just an insane
50
number.
days old. 50 days old, $4 billion market cap.
Yeah,
team growth.
So team growth is a huge one, guys. We want to mention, after the back of all that news, of course, exponential growth like that comes with internal growth too. So we're growing the Safemoon team. We've brought on, as I'm sure you've noticed since I've arrived, senior team members, and we're also doing all the ins and outs, looking at third-party teams and bringing people into the internal just to make everything as smooth as butter as we possibly can. Like we've always said, we're massively stretched for time every day, but we're doing our best, and absolutely the team's growing, which is a great sign of growth, and we're really happy to announce and welcome all the new team members to the Safemoon team.
What we expanded marketing, we expanded PR, we expanded our developers. So I mean, the team's growing very rapidly. We're actually having to increase the original growth that we were planning of 33% by Q2 by right around 45. Basically, we're scaling to meet the demand.
Yeah.
Hey, Certic. I don't think people realize how big of a deal it is to receive a tweet from them.
And how long we've actually been pressing for that. And of course, in a polite manner, and we're working really closely with them. But I know, you guys are saying like, when Certic, and we've also been messaging Certic saying, when Safemoon. It's been a lot of conversation. But to be perfectly honest, when you're working on something that's as innovative as what we're doing, there are a lot of roadblocks in a sense, or speed bumps, I should say. It's not that things aren't working as smoothly as normal. It's actually the fact that what we're doing is so innovative.
It's innovative.
That there's a lot of questions to be had for the first time ever. And we used to think like, why us? Why are things moving slowly for us? And then we realized it's because we're actually doing some incredible things. So as you guys have seen, of course, and any new holders, any new watchers here, if you do, make sure to follow the Safemoon Twitter, which is @Safemoon. All the latest updates are posted on there, and you can see that we have been having our latest conversations with Certic, and things are moving very, very well with them.
Yeah, the other thing we need to talk about is we are the most viral cryptocurrency on this planet. We had to double check that. We're like, wait, can we say that?
Yeah.
No, we are the most viral cryptocurrency on this planet.
Statistically, it's absolutely crazy.
Dude, I don't even know how to... Like when they like pulled up the stats for me, they're like, "Look here." I'm like, "No, pull up more stats, more stats." I'm an analyst by trade, so it's like I need multiple pieces of data to corroborate. I'm like, "Let me see this." Yeah.
So, I've got an extensive background in marketing as well, and I just want to say to all of you, like, you guys make that possible. We do our best on the internal to make everything. We want to bring you guys as much content as possible, as much news, but how viral we are at the moment is absolutely crazy, and we love it. So again, thank you to the community for that.
It's honestly humbling and overwhelming. It's not. I wouldn't even say overwhelming. It's mainly humbling. It's super exciting to to be working on a project this big and the massive expansion of the community. It's absolutely fantastic. And the personality the community's taken on of just, educating folks, and there's a lot of people new to cryptocurrency. And the more of the veterans in the group step in to kind of educate on how things work and smart contracts and crypto coins, genesis of Bitcoin, etc. It's really awesome to see the education, the self-education within the community.
Yeah, you guys help each other out so much, and it's great to see. And off the back of that is the fundraiser, which is absolutely insane at the moment. Like, seriously.
What's the number at right
now? We are currently approximately, last I checked, which was right before this, was $882,000, I believe it was.
That is crazy. How many days? Like a week?
Yeah, literally a week.
Crazy.
It's been a week.
Yeah, it's been a week.
So yeah, we're on like 80 something %, of course. And we're just overwhelmed. So thank you very much from the whole team, from myself, from John. It's absolutely incredible.
100%.
That's something that as soon as we hit that completion, we both know, that's going to rocket the exchange.
Oh yeah. These last 48 hours of no sleep are going to look like very restful for us. No, we're super excited to be working on it.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the exchange.
Speaking of the exchange, yeah, let's go into what's going on there. All right, so the exchange architecting is almost complete. UI UX has been set forth. We have the DevOps guys coming in, working out the timeline on this feature, this feature, this feature, this feature. So they're doing their thing, getting that going. And we've also identified the new gaps in terms of labor and expertise that we need. And so those people are being quickly onboarded onto the Safemoon team. So great progress so far. Timeline, we're looking roughly 6 months or less. I mean, we're always shooting for less.
Yeah, it's always less. But as I'm sure you guys know, we try and do everything as fast as possible. I think there's been a few lessons learned for us along the way as well. We don't want to not leave ourselves any room for speed bumps. Like I said, it is unprecedented, some of the things we're doing, and we want to make sure that we are giving ourselves that room, because we don't want to disappoint anyone either. But just to be straight, 6 months is a fantastic time for that already, and we're going to try and make it faster. That's what we're doing every day, is bringing on new team members, new specialists, and just moving on it.
Oh, 100%. And so there's a lot of new people in the community since last I talked about the cryptonomics. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to explain what cryptonomics is. In a nutshell, it's the application of our tokenomics into the rest of your cryptocurrencies. So we're going to use Bitcoin as an example. Mm-hmm. It's kind of the standard right now. So Bitcoin as the example. So you hold Bitcoin on the Safemoon exchange. Every time there's a transaction or a buy and sell operation that's taking place, there's a percentage that is statically reflected back to you for holding Bitcoin on our exchange. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna break the rules here a little bit with what the FUD. But one of the comments that was made was, well, if you're charging 10% on the transactions, that's going to dissuade people from even using and buying and selling. No, Safemoon, as we've always said, is long term. We're always thinking long term, not the short term, the long term. So the percentages in terms of what's actually taken off from those transactions are going to be very similar to what you're already used to on the exchanges that you're currently using, except it's going to be the half reflected back to the holders. So you're really not going to see a difference minus your Bitcoin balance going up.
Yeah.
So
we are absolutely aiming for lowest possible exchange
100%.
fees all along the way. That's something 100%. That we want to do. There are some exchanges out there that seriously do charge fees. They really don't need to. Like operational fees are not as high as they are, and also like the fee explanations are very vague, and that's something that we want to make sure that we're not doing, and we're making everything as smooth as possible, transaction speed and exchange fees as well.
All right. Well, does that take us to our next section? What the FUD?
What the FUD?
What the FUD?
This is my new favorite thing. I literally cannot wait to do this every week now. It's good.
Pulling that up. All right. Yep. So the first question, the first FUD that I keep getting is regarding the tokenomics on all the exchanges. So, all right. If you want tokenomics, actually, this is directly from Thomas. Let's see, to caveat. if you get Safemoon from a centralized exchange, you are guaranteed to receive all of the benefits of the tokenomics only after you move all your holdings from the exchange to the Binance Smart Chain. And that's what it is right now, except for Bitmart. Bitmart has implemented them. Whitebit has said they are going to implement the tokenomics, but these are centralized exchanges, and they have different technology that they're using, and they're right now having to configure that to work with how decentralized exchanges work and how the smart contract works. Now, if they don't, it's not a big deal, because people who hold on PancakeSwap will still receive the reflections from when they need to pull Safemoon onto the exchanges. For example, there's a finite amount of Safemoon that's getting burned every single day. How much do we burn? We're at 41% of the total amount of Safemoon?
41% of the total
41%, 50 days. Yep.
Yeah.
Burned, gone. So it's we're a hyper deflationary token, but I digress. So when they pull from that liquidity, when, for example, we'll use ZBG, let's say they have 3 million holders. They don't pull Safemoon from thin air. They have to pull it from PancakeSwap over into the exchange, which is a transaction. And so for all intents and purposes, all of that transaction, 10% of that, well, 5% of that, gets reflected back to all the holders. So you still reap the benefits holding on PancakeSwap as if they were doing the buying and selling and the tokenomics were in place. Now, Bitmart has been fantastic to work with. They're innovating in their space right now.
Absolutely.
And man, I wish I could give a call out to the individual we talked to, our liaison over there. He's been absolutely fantastic.
Do you know what I have to say though? Literally every single person we're working with right now, incredible.
Oh yeah.
We literally, which is evident. You don't get to do 4 exchanges in 48 hours with having some superior individuals. Whole teams of people are constantly just working day and night. I would think like, no one's losing as much sleep as me. When in actual fact, we found about 100 individuals that are doing exactly the same thing, and it was quite comforting actually.
What was the comment? It was it looks like our tech team isn't sleeping for a bit.
That's what they said, yeah. But, we're in chats and they said, looks like our tech team isn't sleeping for a day. And we were like, well, same, so it's fine, we'll stay
high
together.
Five, grab the coffee, burn the candle on both ends.
Exactly.
Anyway, but no, everyone we've worked with so far has just been absolutely fantastic. Willing to innovate in the space, willing to go above and beyond for the Safemoon community. I mean, they see the amount of love you show to their exchanges, which crashes them, but the amount of love you show to their exchanges. And, a lot of them are prepping already for that. So with every conversation I have with a new exchange, there's one thing I always say. I'm like, I know you're going to say you're ready for the volume we're bringing. Double it, triple it, whatever you need to do, make sure you're ready. And so, ZBG, for example.
I was about to move on to that. Yeah, so
if you want to comment.
ZBG are fantastic. Again, one of the people we've been talking to have been exceptional in their speed and their communication. And I think a lot of people forget when you're doing things digitally. COVID has changed a lot of things anyway, but working digitally, it really has its challenges massively. Communicating with teams on different time zones. I know John knows at one point, I'm sorry to go on about the sleep again, it's just a story, but at one point this week I did 3 time zones for 2 days. So I actually didn't go to bed. And then it got to the point where it was very funny, where I was literally just out of it massively, and then I think I slept for 12 hours straight. But these teams are incredible, and ZBG is no exception to that. And I want to say, I know a lot of people have had comments at the fact that the countdown's been pushed back a little bit. Unfortunately, things like that do happen sometimes, and it's not that anything could have been helped. There is a lot of technical things that go into play when you're launching 4 exchanges in 48 hours, and I will say it again. So
4 exchanges.
Unfortunately, one of them has to be pushed back. But I want to say to you guys that there's no reflection on ZBG skill whatsoever. They are fantastic, and we absolutely cannot wait to link up with them.
100%. But we need to comment on the importance of Let's Exchange and what that does. So I'm not sure if you guys have had time to go look at Let's Exchange, but what Let's Exchange allows you to do is swap Bitcoin for Safemoon, Ethereum for Safemoon, etc. Which means in the event that we have issues like we've had with BSC and Binance in the past where they were down for maintenance, you're not limited. If you have Ethereum, if you have Bitcoin, you can still do the swaps. And that is, I mean, that we were really excited when they approached us, and we were, more than willing to work with them because of what that opens up.
Yeah, it's something that we've been talking about for. It's funny because we can't say like, oh, we've been talking about this for months. It's something we've been working on. I literally cannot believe how long it's been.
Yeah.
It's crazy how short it's been, rather.
Yeah.
So yeah, talking about that is incredible. Like, I hope people truly understand what that means. You can you can swap the majority of cryptocurrencies for Safemoon and back. It's such a big deal. It's going to change everything, and of course, as you guys know, we're constantly innovating, so we don't look at that and go, hey, what a great utility. We're like, hey, we're definitely going to do something with that.
I mean, we should definitely show more. I mean, we were talking about the bottleneck, the other day with BSC, and we talked about it in the last AMA. Well, BSC went down because of the volume and the amount of love that the community showed towards the network. We realized it was a bottleneck. And we heard you, we listened.
Yep.
Let's Exchange solves a lot of those issues. So with Let's Exchange, Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., you can swap for Safemoon. So, we actually are going to, touch on one more piece of, I wouldn't say FUD, but more of an update, the coin market cap stuff.
Yeah.
So we've reached out via Twitter. We've filled out the applications. We've emailed them. And we are patiently awaiting a response, and would respectfully request that they fix the problem.
Absolutely. I mean,
so
we it's actually difficult because you guys, the community. I know John struggles to keep it on a leash, so to speak, because you guys are so excited that if we mention one thing, the whole community is just like, "Bah!" and everyone runs over, and of course, we massively appreciate that support. But like I said, it's not. I think it can be very easily mistaken for like something personal, or they're not helping us out. But all of these businesses are separate entities, and there's a
third parties.
Third parties, yeah. There's a huge complex network of age is a thing as well. These people have been in the industry for longer than us and things like that, and there are processes to be respected, and unfortunately, like I said, sometimes we hit speed bumps, but we just want everybody to know that we're working as best as we can to do that.
We are working on this speed bump.
Yeah, we're working on the speed bump, yeah.
We're working on the speed bump.
But I don't think it's going to be long at all.
No,
We've made a lot of progress with everything right now.
Please reach out, please respond. Yes, we've filed about 3 times now. We filled out that form. Thanks. All right. Does that conclude What the FUD? Are we going to live Q&A?
I think what the FUD, we spread it out a bit, so I'm happy with that, yeah.
Okay, now we're doing live Q&A. We're going to be pulling stuff from Twitch. So.
Let me just get mine up. This is usually where the chat starts popping off.
Yeah. All right. Well, hold on. Let's refresh the chat real quick.
I'm just going to say quickly, guys, I want to address, like every week, Binance, when Binance. It's, like I said, people said, don't address Binance, fine, but mention if you're in talks. Guys, of course, if you guys think that's an incredible goal, what do you think we're striving for?
Yeah.
That's all I'll say on that. We are pushing so hard. Look at the exchange listings. Look at the area we're moving to. We're constantly striving for more. So absolutely, that's an aim we've got.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot to touch on the wallet.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Well, sorry. Wallet. UX is almost completely done. We should be completed. Hold on, I'm just doing. What's the date today? Today's the 25th.
25th.
We should be done. All right, our actual deadline is a month and a half from now. We're shooting to beat it. Now, if you look at the roadmap, we talked about, we're looking at other exchanges. We'll get on listed on other exchanges, larger exchanges. Well, ZBG is one of the largest. What, number 3?
Yes.
In terms of 24-hour trading volume?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we beat the Q2 timeline. So we worked through that. Do we want to talk about Africa just yet?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's something we can move on to.
Yeah. So discussions are being done right now. This is a very delicate situation, not in terms of anything bad, but it's just when you're talking to folks, you want to make sure that you don't jump the gun before things are solidified. And what we have planned, there is a use case that we can't go into too much detail today, but we will be providing updates on it here in the near future.
Yep. Sorry, just in the portion of the live Q&A. A lot of people commenting about price difference on exchanges. That's something I know John and I talk about every day, and you can say a little piece on that if you like. We are working day in, day out. Again, I'll do it every AMA. The line of priorities is just locked. But that is, of course, something that we're trying to maintain in an efficient manner. But because we're moving so fast, I'll try to explain that internally there's so many conversations of great, we're listed, then all of a sudden, the team we had to maybe manage 1 or 2 exchanges, now we've got 6, and we're like, okay, great.
All right, who do we have on deck, to hire next?
Exactly,
It's like, all right, this guy, this girl, this person, bring them on. Okay, great. And so that's what we've been doing. The roadmap is our roadmap. However, we shoot to beat those deadlines every time.
Absolutely.
So, hey, question. Will the tokenomics work on the Safemoon wallet? Yes.
Absolutely they will.
That's a simple answer.
Yeah.
I love those. So, this is kind of dipping back into the what the FUD. Nobody really owns 50% of anything on Safemoon. Nobody does.
Oh, please explain this. It's okay. We'll say it as many times
But
as we need
so
to.
there's 900,000 new people. When you see the 0, many zeros in the 1, at the very top, that is the burn address. And what is a burn address? So imagine a black hole made of fire. We take portions of the reflection are taken and thrown into that fire / black hole, and they are gone forever. And when I say forever, there is nothing we can do to get them back.
No, there's nothing anyone can do.
There's nothing anyone can do.
And that wallet is classed as a holder, so that's why it shows.
Well, and that's more of a technical thing. So the way we automated the burn process was there's a function in there, and correct me if I'm wrong. So there's a function in there. I don't know. I can't remember the exact function name, like verbatim, but it's exclude or include with reward.
Yes.
And it's included with the reward. So part of the reflection is fed back into there. So it's an automated burn process, and that's why you're seeing 1 to 2 trillion burned a day, roughly.
Yeah.
We've burned 41% of the supply. So 41% of Safemoon tokens are gone in the black hole, burned, gone forever. So.
And for the live portion, I think there was someone in there called Ramit TV saying this is not live. It's live.
It's live.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
It's definitely live.
So, all right, let's see. Will PancakeSwap ever, or would we consider using Uniswap versus PancakeSwap? So we're looking at many centralized and decentralized exchanges, and there are a lot of negotiate. Sorry, I'm looking over at Jack because it's just like we're like, the amount of stuff we got to get done this week. We're super excited. We love having a busy schedule.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't sarcasm at all. We love always having something to wake up to.
Absolutely,
so, but no, we're talking to a lot of folks, and yes, Uniswap is someone we would definitely love to work with. PancakeSwap has been great, but yeah, Uniswap. We're looking at many exchanges. We want Safemoon everywhere. So.
I've just seen a good one as well about PancakeSwap V2.
Oh, yes.
So if you guys take a look at the Twitter at Safemoon, of course, the majority of you know the Twitter. If you don't, and you're new watchers right now, or you're new holders, please do follow the Twitter and turn the notifications on, because the majority of latest updates happen there immediately. If you take a look at that, there is an explanation on there as to what the correct order to swap to and from Safemoon, and it's currently choosing V1. So the V2 upgrade came with PancakeSwap that actually was for their own purpose, and it doesn't involve our token in that front. However, going forward, there will be a time where we move to it potentially, but that'll be a very simple process that will make everyone aware. So for now, if you do have the little message box that pops up and you have an option between like 3 selections, it's always V1. Version 1 is the one you guys are used to, and you can just click that. But for more information, it's on the Twitter. We've got an educational video. Feel free to watch as many times as you want. It definitely includes what you need to do.
Yep, 100%. Okay, so I'm going to read this question out and then I'll give the answer. So what do you think Safemoon could be worth by 2022, 2025, 2020, etc.? We can't comment or speculate on price.
No.
Can't do it. So for all the 900,000 new holders, we're not going to answer those types of questions. So.
Otherwise, I would just go and buy a lottery ticket and.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we're known entities. It's just, that's like one of the things that gets you in trouble. So the other question I got was, what is the end game for this coin? That's a fantastic question. Minus adoption, mass adoption of the use of Safemoon, Operation Phoenix. So I'll leave it at that for right now. Let's see. Oh, another question I got was, when will Bitmart holders receive their tokens? Beginning of May. So they said monthly, so beginning of May.
Approximately. We can post out that date.
Yeah. We're right now working on getting an exact date for you. So we'll have that provided to you, and we'll post that on the Twitter, so you'll be able to see it. So.
Yep.
Oh, another question. This is great. India is desperate to acquire Safemoon. When can we see an exchange in India? Soon. We're talking to a lot of folks right now, working through a lot of different processes.
A lot of lovely conversations going on, isn't there?
Actual lovely conversations. Some of them are like lovely conversations, but no, I mean, everyone we talk to, it's just genuinely great to talk to them. They're as passionate about Safemoon as we are, and it's just great. The amount of support that we receive, not just from the community, but from
it's really nice to have it internally, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Well, B2B as well,
Oh, 100%. Let's see. Oh, NFT. So somebody says, will the NFT exchange be built into the Safemoon exchange as optional? We're right now architecting that process and what that looks like. So the answer is yes, that'd be the ideal scenario. But maybe it makes more sense to have a whole, a separate, infrastructure set up just to support that NFT exchange.
Yeah.
But no options are off the table right now. We're right now looking at what looks best for the Safemoon stuff. So, somebody said, if this is live, say Monkey, Unicorn, Alpha, Delta.
Done.
This is live. Done. So, when Mandala exchange? I'm going to use my normal classic answer. Mandala does what Mandala's going to do. No, you heard it live from the CEO during our last other AMA. But you heard it live from it was a great piece of information that should have been emphasized a little bit more.
Absolutely,
yes, Mandala is going to happen, but they're going to work through their process. And it's not just, one doesn't just simply implement a token. There's an actual technical process behind it. So we're working with them closely.
Yeah. There's so much about Phoenix. And everyone's putting Phoenix, and I love it.
It's Pheonix. I almost misspelled it myself.
I know. I do it every time you say it. Phoenix.
Another question I got is Safemoon still going to work on an educational program for the schools, colleges, universities?
We literally had an awesome call about that.
Yes, we did.
About, what was it, 3 hours ago? 4 hours ago?
Dude, time means nothing right
now. We had a fantastic call about that about 4 hours ago and had some amazing movement. And I'm not going to put a time duration on an announcement for that. However, it's hard for me to say. Everything that we do that we want to move on, we're like, wouldn't it be cool if we did that? And all of a sudden it turns into an entire project that's absolutely huge. And of course that's the plan, but it's just always we want to do everything right. That's kind of the main thing, isn't it? So when we start talking about stuff, we're like, oh man, that's a whole nother and then we start structuring it and it is fantastic. It's very exciting. So yeah, we had a call about that about 4 hours ago. In fact, that person's probably watching this right now.
Yeah.
And is probably going, hee hee hee. So that's going to be really good. We're very excited to release some information on that. So in short, yes, that's moving. Everything is moving.
Yes. Somebody asked, what happens when 100% is burned? We're not going to burn 100%.
No, sorry. Not at all.
No, that's not the plan at all in any way, shape, or form. I mean, that kind of question, you automatically know what happens at 100%. 100%.
Just in case you don't, if you burn 100% of something, that thing no longer exists.
Yeah.
So it's not our plan to burn 100% of it, of course. That would be a bit strange.
That'd be crazy.
So we're not doing that, no.
No. Somebody asked about can we ever see Safemoon in the form of Visa? What I think they're talking about is like a Visa card being able to purchase in fiat on-ramp.
Yeah.
We talked to a partner during the Miami crypto experience about some stuff regarding that. So we'll provide more updates on Twitter, but there is an integration process that takes place with that. So, but please check our Twitter. We'll be announcing that here in the near future.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's pick one more lucky question, shall we?
One more.
Let's have a look.
Okay. All right. Find a good one. I wanted to crack the joke about, oh, are you planning to make an ice cream shop? Because we have seen that question.
Yeah, because we're literally doing everything at this point.
The answer is no ice cream shop. Jack, what are you going to do to help us get to Coinbase? Sorry.
Put me right on the spot.
I'm sorry. No, that was a joke. Sorry. No.
Oh, okay. I'll answer it. Why not? Because that question is definitely in the chat somewhere. So, like I said before, I'm going to start. I'm I'm the exchange man now, aren't I?
What am I? What am I?
No, the conversations are incredible. We're building amazing relationships and networking with some incredible people and companies and tokens and coins and exchanges and all sorts of partners. I genuinely don't believe. Actually, I'll say again. There's one way we could move faster, and it is if we just stopped sleeping. Unfortunately, it's not possible. I actually got annoyed.
We tried.
I got annoyed the other day, didn't I? Because I had to have like 4 hours sleep, and I got really annoyed by it because by the time I got up, my phone was like, brrr, and I missed like loads of messages, and then I had to like catch up, and I was like, man, that's so annoying. If I could just take them as they come in. So yeah. Coinbase and any other large exchanges and everything else under the sun that everyone really wants right now, we couldn't move any faster, trust me on that one. I'm very, very happy in my own performance and the whole team's, and I'm very excited to tell you guys what's coming when we can.
All right, I did want to talk about one thing real quick. So that's going to end our live Q&A session. Thank you for your great questions.
Yes.
We'll be getting more. I believe next week we're going to be compiling more of a list for the structured portion of those questions. But I did want to say, 400K Twitter followers, really big deal.
Yeah, massive deal.
50 days.
Yeah.
50 days, 400,000 Twitter followers. That's crazy. Remember.
And 100,000.
No, don't talk about me, about my Twitter account. Yeah. It's just there. It's just there. But no, everyone, remember, please tweet #Safemoon. Keep this trend going. Let everyone know about what Safemoon is. So, and I mean, the community's been really great.
Absolutely.
I think they deserve just a little nugget of information.
Do it to me.
All right, I'll do it. So it's going to be 2 nuggets of information. So I'm announcing. I'm calling it Apollo 10. We're going to be doing, me personally, I'll be meeting with 10 community members per week. We'll work out the time, but I'll be picking them from the Discord TA chat. Remember, unless I'm there, it's technical analysis only. But I'll be picking 10 individuals from there to come with me onto a live Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Skype, FaceTime call, whatever works best for the group. And then they'll be able to ask questions to me in a more private and more one-to-one manner. So Apollo 10, it's going to happen this week, and I'll put more information out on my Twitter. And then, so I'm going to give a little bit of a tidbit on Operation Phoenix. So Safemoon is going to be the fuel for the freedom of the unbanked. And I think we'll end it on that. So I'm John Caroni, CEO of Safemoon.
I'm Jack Haynes, the COO of Safemoon. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.